Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anka and I do art and illustration related videos. So if you're into that, make sure you subscribe and check out the other videos on my channel. So today is the 23rd of December. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve and I am finally on holiday and I decided to film a studio vlog. So this week I want to package up Patreon rewards. I want to work on some new designs for some new products for my patrons, and yeah, I wanted to film the studio vlog and basically talk to you guys a bit about my favorite art supplies that I've used in 2020. I had the opportunity to try many art supplies. A lot of them came from Arteza, which I'm so grateful for, but I did try out some new supplies that I ordered myself, and I will share with you my thoughts about them and show you some clips of me using them and tell you why I think they're great and I will keep using them in the future. So I'm not sure what this studio vlog will contain, but I do know that I want to package up Patreon rewards. I do know that I want to draw a bit while I'm on vacation because I have been neglecting drawing. A few weeks ago I didn't post a video because I felt the need to just take a break from filming and from pretty much anything work related. But now I'm back and hopefully I can get a heads up on 2021 with product design and stuff like that. So without making this intro too long, I just want to thank you guys for your support this year. Thank you to everybody who has ordered from my shop, who has become a patron, and who has commented and written really nice words on my Instagram and on my YouTube. I really appreciate it. I hope that next year will be better, business-wise and personal-wise. I hope that the pandemic will be over next year. I think everybody is pretty much hoping that's the case. So yeah, I think we're starting off 2021 really hopeful. So let's get into the art supplies. So the first one I think I need to mention is the Ecoline Liquid Watercolors, which I have used so much in my sketchbook. I have a bunch of colors. I won't show them all to you, but I pretty much have their entire line, and I've used these for Pitchtober, so I used them for a month straight and I didn't get bored by them. They come in various colors. They are unfortunately not light fast, so I would suggest you use them in your sketchbook if you can, but they are great for quick drawings. They dry up really fast. The colors look amazing, they blend well together, and I use them, I think, the most out of all the art supplies that I'm going to share with you. So Ecoline Liquid Watercolors, definitely recommend. I do have a first impressions on them, and I will link every video of these art supplies in the description box, and I will add a link in somewhere in the corner. So next up is an old favorite, which I have used a lot this year and I'm starting to run out. It's the Arteza Gouache by Holbein. I think I included this in my last year's favorites, but yeah, basically I can't get enough of Arteza Gouache. I bought these last year when I was in New York because you cannot find them in Romania. You can only find them online. And I use them in my sketchbook. I use them for paintings. I use them on clay to decorate clay with, and they work really beautifully. I love that they dry down matte. They dry down fast. The colors are really, really up my alley. So there are certain palettes which I have, which I don't really use because colors are not really my cup of tea, but these ones are definitely my style. Another thing I really loved, as you know, this year I did a lot of pet portraits. It was a benefit, and it still is a benefit you can have on my Patreon. So I do original pet portraits. You can find them on Patreon and in my shop as well. And I did a lot of them this year. It was a really fun learning process, but the art supply I use the most for these pet portraits is this color. palette. It's the Prima Watercolor from Art Philosophy in Woodlands, and as you can see, it looks terrible. I don't really clean my palettes, I just let them as they are and use the remaining bits of color here in other paintings, but it is well loved. Here I just added a white and a black from Winsor & Newton, but these are the colors it comes with, and it is perfect for pet portraits and for floral illustrations. It is just the color palette I needed. It is a bit more on the expensive side, however they do claim that it is light fast, and yeah, the colors are really vibrant. So as you know, I have become an Arteza affiliate. Arteza has sent me a lot of their products throughout the year for me to try them, to make first impressions on, and I did find quite a few that are in my favorites list. So one item which is actually not sent from Arteza is their 24 colors gouache set. Here is just a half of it, but I use this a lot also for commissions, but also in my sketchbook. It's quite similar to the Aquarelle Holbein one, but this is not waterproof. So Aquarelle gouache or acrylic gouache, however you want to call it, it is waterproof once it's dried. This you can reactivate with water. So the Arteza gouache you can reactivate with water, which is great if you leave your palette out. Definitely recommend this. It's really affordable. It comes with 24 colors. All the colors are really beautiful, and this is actually the first item I bought from Arteza before becoming an affiliate, and it's still one of my favorite art supplies. So a recent one that I got in the mail is the metallic watercolor palette. Now you've seen this probably quite recently. I did a review on it. Here I just flipped over the palette and the color dripped a bit, so yeah, be careful how you store them. But this instantly became one of my favorites. It has been on my wish list for a very long time. It's again very affordable, so many colors to choose from. I love the packaging, and it's really up there with my Finetec Pearlescent watercolor palette, which I will include in this favorites as well, because I use this a lot, again, with commissions and stuff like that. I love adding some metallic accents to my illustrations, and these two I think will last me forever in terms of metallic colors. They look amazing. Both of them have really good color payoff, so I think they are quite comparable. If you want, I can do a comparison video using both of them to see which one I think is better, but I think they're pretty much similar. And the only difference is that the Arteza one has more colors. So the last item that has really surprised me and has made it to my favorites is this oil marker set from Arteza. Now, when they sent this to me, I was a bit skeptical. I don't really use markers that often in my illustrations. However, these are great for textiles. I did a tote bag using them. It was really easy. It took like 10 minutes. They are great for ceramics as well, and they are great for sketching out. So if you want something to decorate DIY projects with, I definitely recommend these. These are very mess free, and they come in a lot of colors, and they are permanent. So once they are dry, they are done. In paper, I am still using the same watercolor paper that I've been using for years. It's the Aquarelle Canson 300 GSM watercolor paper. It's a really simple paper. It does the job. I think it's high quality, and I recommend it. And as for sketchbooks, this year I used the Strathmore Mixed Media Hardbound sketchbook in in A5 and yeah, I really loved it. It's finally done. If you've seen my sketchbook tour, you've seen all of the illustrations in it. I will link it in the description box as well. but the paper is really nice. I didn't have any issues with bleeding through or warping or anything like that, which is the main thing I look for in a sketchbook, because I like to paint in my sketchbook. I don't really use it for pencil work that often. And yeah, I'm still looking for a new sketchbook. I'm thinking of getting an A4 one from Moleskine or Moleskine, or however you want to pronounce it. It's really hard to find them in Romania. It's basically impossible, so I guess I will have to order them online. So this is a roundup of all my favorite art supplies. Please let me know in the comment section which are your favorite art supplies, if you've used any of these, if they made it into your favorites list. I like doing a list like this every year. And yeah, that is pretty much it for my favorites. I will let you watch the rest of the studio vlog. I don't know if I will have too much footage in it. I hope it will be interesting. And thank you so much for a wonderful 2020. It has been a difficult year, to say the least. And my community here on YouTube and on Patreon has made me get through it with much more optimism. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys for everything. I'll see you next year, I guess. This is probably the last video I will be uploading this year. So I hope you all have happy holidays, a happy new year, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!